Hi there, this is Mathia Ford with Healthy Diet Menus for You, and I wanted to talk today about what is a diabetic or carb controlled diet, and I wanted to let you know about how those things work in your life. What is a CCD diet, or that's what an abbreviation, what a lot of people call it. Simply put, it's a carbohydrate controlled diet or a consistent carbohydrate diet, which also means that you basically eat the same amount of carbohydrate throughout the day. You don't eat 50 grams at lunch and 100 grams at dinner and 10 grams at breakfast. That's not consistent. So throughout the day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, you're eating the same amount day after day, trying to aim for a certain amount, and you know how that's going to affect your blood sugar. So you know how much insulin you're going to have to use, or how much medication, how much over the counter, or how much, sorry, not over the counter, oral medication that you're going to have to use. So if you always know that if you eat 60 grams of carb with lunch and 60 at dinner and say 45 at breakfast, then you know that the amount of metformin or whatever other medication you may need to take, Avandia or insulin or long-acting insulin, whatever of those you take, you know how much you have to take to get your blood sugars where they need to be, which is right about 100, and to keep your hemoglobin A1C down for the long term. So a CC diet is a plan or a way of life. It's not a temporary fix, but it's a lifelong practice. So something temporary is when you try to do these extreme diets, like you may not eat any carb at all, or you may eat a bunch of fiber. But if that's not really what you're going to do long term, then you need to think about how that's going to be able to be maintained throughout your life. You really should pick a diet and stick to it that you know is going to work for you. What is the plan again? What is a CCD diet? It's eating about 60 to 75 grams of carbs per meal, and you can subtract the amount of fiber that's located in those as counting as part of those grams. That's grams of carbs from everything. And when you look at our Healthy Diet Menus for You plan, we do the information, the nutritional information by meal and also by recipe, so you know with each recipe how many grams of carbs are in each meal and how many are in each side dish. So if you choose not to eat a side dish, you know how many carbs were in that, so you can subtract them out of the total amount. If you want to switch some around, you can do that. You can say, hey, I really don't like green beans, but I like yellow squash, and maybe those have the same amount of carbs, so you can switch them out, or however you want to do it. When you eat fats, eat the healthy fats, which are the omega-3 and like extra virgin olive oil or mono and polyunsaturated fats. You're not going to eat the trans fats. You're going to eat very little saturated fats. Those are things that are going to raise your cholesterol, and as a diabetic, who's usually the person that eats a CCD diet, then you are going to be at the highest risk for heart disease. You need to eat more fruits and vegetables, and I mean not canned vegetables, not canned fruits. What I mean is fresh fruits and vegetables when you can get them, and when you can't get them, using frozen, and adding extra to your soups and adding extra to your meals. Eating less processed foods, so not getting TV dinners out, not eating out all the time. Those things are processed with lots of salt and lots of fat. You want to eat less processed foods, foods that you make at home, foods that are more wholesome, less processed. Make recipes at home to control the added ingredients like extra sugar, extra salt, and exercise, which helps you to maintain your blood sugar at a healthy level, and it also helps your body to cope better with the amount of blood sugar that you have, because insulin is released and it's put into your blood cells and it's used well when you exercise. For more information about not only CCD diets, but all different kinds of diabetic diets, and to get different levels of diets, you can go to our website. We have a diabetic diet hub that you can check out, and you can sign up for our free email list to get tips, tricks, and useful insight on meal planning, as well as signing up for our meal plans. Thank you very much.